The road stretches out before you, dark and empty. The silence is almost deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant howl of a lone wolf. The night is thick, almost tangible, wrapping around you like a shroud. Headlights pierce the night, revealing only asphalt and the shadows beyond. The beams of light cut through the darkness, creating fleeting moments of clarity in an otherwise obscure world. Each turn of the wheel brings new shadows, new mysteries. A chill runs down your spine. You're not alone. Whispers follow you. They seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once, echoing in the still night air. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, as if trying to convey a message just beyond your understanding. Stories told in hushed tones, tales of the unknown passed down through generations. These stories are more than just entertainment, they are warnings, lessons wrapped in mystery and fear. Legends of the open road. One story stands out. It's the Phantom Hitchhiker, a tale that has been told and retold, each version adding its own twist, its own layer of fear. A tale as old as the automobile itself. It began when cars first roamed the roads, and it has persisted through the decades, evolving with each retelling. A story woven into the fabric of our fears. The Phantom Hitchhiker. A figure that embodies our deepest anxieties about the unknown, the unseen. A figure seen on lonely highways, always at the edge of your vision, never fully in sight. A fleeting presence that leaves you questioning your own senses. A solitary soul seeking a ride. They appear out of nowhere, a thumb extended, a plea for help. But there's something off, something that makes you hesitate. But this journey has a dark twist. The hitchhiker vanishes. One moment they're there, the next, gone without a trace, leaving you with an empty seat and a lingering sense of dread. The ride ends in unsettling silence, the kind of silence that fills the car, heavy and oppressive. You can't shake the feeling that something is terribly wrong. This isn't just an American story, it echoes across cultures. From the highways of Europe to the back roads of Asia, the Phantom Hitchhiker is a universal figure, a global phenomenon rooted in our deepest fears. It taps into the primal fear of the unknown, the fear that something is lurking just out of sight, waiting to reveal itself. The Phantom Hitchhiker legend took shape in early 20th century America. Cars were becoming common. Open roads beckoned. With the open road came new anxieties. Fear of the unknown, the isolation of travel. Stories of strange encounters began to circulate. One of the earliest documented cases emerged in 1920s New England. A traveling salesman picked up a young woman. She vanished from the car. He later learned of a girl who died in an accident on that same stretch of road. Similar stories popped up across the country. Each tale added to the growing legend. These stories weren't confined to America. The driver, feeling a pang of sympathy or perhaps a chill of unease, pulls over. The hitchhiker climbs into the car. The driver, shaken, arrives at the given address. They learn a horrifying truth. The hitchhiker is dead. They've encountered something beyond this world. The debate rages on. Is it psychological or paranormal, or perhaps a chilling blend of both? The Phantom Hitchhiker legend refuses to fade away. Recent encounters keep the story alive.
In 2019, a truck driver in Texas reported picking up a hitchhiker. The man vanished from the passenger seat. The driver claimed the radio went haywire as the man disappeared.
A young woman in California shared a similar story in 2021. She picked up a woman on a rainy night. The hitchhiker gave directions to a cemetery. When the driver arrived, the passenger was gone.
These modern encounters prove one thing. The legend still resonates. It continues to tap into our deepest fears and fascinations.
The Phantom Hitchhiker legend is more than just a scary story. It's a reflection of our relationship with the unknown. It speaks to the anxieties of travel, the isolation of the open road, and the fragility of life. The next time you find yourself driving alone at night, remember the legend. Think of the countless stories told and retold. The chills you feel might not just be from the night air. The legend lives on because it speaks to something primal within us. It reminds us that some mysteries may never be solved. The Phantom Hitchhiker legend often carries a warning. It urges caution and compassion. Treat strangers with kindness. You never know their story. The Vanishing Hitchhiker might be a reminder of our own mortality. Our time on this earth is fleeting. We should cherish each moment. The legend can also be interpreted as a cautionary tale about the dangers of the road. Driving can be perilous. we should always be aware of our surroundings. Respect the power of the open road.
The paranormal aspect of the Phantom Hitchhiker legend is undeniable. Many believe these encounters are more than just figments of our imagination. They see them as evidence of restless spirits, trapped between worlds, unable to move on. These spirits might be seeking help or closure. Perhaps they are drawn to the living. Their presence serves as a chilling reminder we are not alone in this world. There are forces beyond our understanding.
The Phantom Hitchhiker legend has had a profound impact on popular culture. This eerie tale of a ghostly figure appearing on lonely roads has fascinated and frightened people for generations. The story typically involves a driver picking up a hitchhiker who mysteriously disappears from the vehicle without a trace, leaving the driver bewildered and terrified. This legend has transcended its origins to become a universal story of the unknown and the supernatural. It's a staple of campfire stories, urban legends, and ghost stories. Around flickering campfires, people share this tale to send shivers down the spines of listeners. The Phantom Hitchhiker embodies the essence of urban legends, stories that are passed down through generations, evolving with each retelling. These tales often serve as cautionary stories, warning of the dangers that lurk in the shadows and the unknown. The story has been adapted countless times in movies, television shows, and books. Each adaptation brings a new twist to the legend, keeping it fresh and relevant for new audiences. Filmmakers and writers are drawn to the Phantom Hitchhiker because it taps into a primal fear of the unknown and the supernatural. The legend's adaptability allows it to be reimagined in various settings, from rural backroads to bustling city streets. The 1986 film The Hitcher terrified audiences with its portrayal of a relentless, murderous hitchhiker. This film took the legend to a new level of horror, introducing a villain who was not just a ghostly figure, but a tangible threat. The Hitcher became a cult classic, known for its intense suspense and psychological horror. It showcased how the Phantom Hitchhiker legend could be adapted into a gripping and terrifying narrative. The Twilight Zone episode, The Hitchhiker explored the psychological torment of a man haunted by a mysterious figure on his journey. This episode delved into the mental anguish and fear that the legend can evoke. The Twilight Zone, known for its thought-provoking and eerie stories, used the Phantom Hitchhiker to explore themes of fate, death, and the unknown. It remains one of the most memorable episodes of the series, highlighting the enduring power of the legend. Stephen King even put his spin on the legend in his short story Riding the Bullet. King's adaptation brought a new depth to the tale, blending his signature style of horror with the classic elements of the Phantom Hitchhiker. Riding the Bullet was later adapted into a film, further cementing the legend's place in popular culture. King's version added layers of psychological horror and emotional complexity, demonstrating the versatility of the legend. The enduring presence of the Phantom Hitchhiker in media speaks to its power to captivate and terrify. From campfire tales to the silver screen, this legend continues to resonate with audiences. Its ability to adapt and evolve ensures that it remains a relevant and chilling story. The Phantom Hitchhiker is more than just a ghost story. It is a reflection of our deepest fears and the mysteries that lie just beyond the edge of the road. While the Phantom Hitchhiker is deeply ingrained in American folklore, it's not unique to the United States. Similar legends exist worldwide. In Ireland, the Banshee is a female spirit who appears to foreshadow death. She is often seen on roadsides wailing in the night. Japan has its own version of the legend with the Hanya, a vengeful spirit often depicted as a masked woman. She is said to haunt roads and bridges, seeking revenge on those who wronged her in life. These global variations demonstrate the universality of the Phantom Hitchhiker archetype. It speaks to our shared fears of the unknown and the supernatural. The Phantom Hitchhiker legend continues to fascinate and frighten us. This eerie tale has been whispered around campfires, shared in hushed tones during sleepovers, and even depicted in various forms of media. Its allure lies in its ability to evoke a sense of dread and curiosity simultaneously. It's a story that has been told and retold for generations. Each culture and community has its own version, adding unique twists and turns that keep the legend alive and ever-evolving. From the foggy roads of England to the desolate highways of America, the Phantom Hitchhiker knows no boundaries. Each retelling adds another layer to the mystery. Some say the hitchhiker is a lost soul seeking closure, while others believe it to be a malevolent spirit preying on the unsuspecting. The variations are endless, yet the core of the story remains the same, a mysterious figure appearing out of nowhere, only to vanish without a trace. The legend endures because it taps into something primal within us, the fear of the unknown, the dread of encountering something beyond our comprehension, and the unsettling thought that not everything can be explained by logic or science. These elements make the Phantom Hitchhiker a timeless tale that resonates with people of all ages. It reminds us of the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. In a world where we seek to explain everything, the Phantom Hitchhiker stands as a testament to the fact that some things are meant to remain enigmatic. It challenges our perception of reality and forces us to confront the possibility that there are forces at play that we cannot control. So the next time you're driving alone at night, with the road stretching out endlessly before you and the darkness closing in, remember the tales you've heard, and you see a solitary figure by the roadside, shrouded in shadows and seemingly out of place, think twice before you offer a ride. The figure may appear harmless, but the stories suggest otherwise. Think twice before you offer a ride. The figure may appear harmless, but the stories suggest otherwise. The legend serves as a cautionary tale, warning us to be wary of the unknown. You never know who or what you might be inviting into your car. The Phantom Hitchhiker could be a benign spirit in need of help, or it could be something far more sinister. The uncertainty is what makes the legend so compelling and terrifying. The legend of the Phantom Hitchhiker serves as a chilling reminder. It tells us that not all encounters are meant to be understood, and not all stories have a happy ending. The eerie presence of the hitchhiker lingers in our minds long after the tale has been told. Some roads are best traveled with company. The comfort of another person can provide a sense of security, a buffer against the unknown. When you're not alone, the darkness seems a little less intimidating, and the shadows a little less menacing. And some stories are best left untold. Or are they? Perhaps the true power of the Phantom Hitchhiker legend lies in its ability to make us question what we know and what we believe. It invites us to explore the boundaries of our imagination, and to consider the possibility that some mysteries are better left unsolved.